Hello and welcome to day 2 of the Industry Transition Summit. Thanks for joining us today from wherever you are around the world. I'm Nick Gowing, your chair for the summit. Day 1 on Tuesday was incredibly constructive, confirming significant forward pace, significant innovation, but there's still an enormous amount to do. But there's a forward direction of travel. The Industry Transition Summit is part of Climate Action's Transition Month, and the aim is to bring together key stakeholders like you, driving sustainable and net zero transition from policy and regulation to innovation, technology and investment, to build and accelerate momentum towards COP26 and beyond. A decade to transition, that has to be the maximum ahead. Today's summit really forms part of the wider transition story with a particular focus on industry. Industry accounts for roughly 30% of all global CO2 emissions. Demand for industrial produce is rising fast. Prices of raw materials are soaring, partly because of the increased sustainability demands, as we were discussing on day 1. Technologies including hydrogen, electrification, biomass and digitalization will all be critical for industrial actors to cut emissions and achieve the 1.5 degree scenario. There's a need for key stakeholders to come together to drive momentum towards industrial decarbonization, and that's what we are here to discuss. And there was a sobering and pretty devastating report from the International Energy Agency as we were talking just 2 days ago. The pledges, they said, by governments to date, even if fully achieved, fall well short of what is required to bring global energy-related CO2 emissions to net zero by 2050 and give the world an even chance, I'll say that again, an even chance of limiting the global temperature rise to 1.5 degree centigrade. That from the International Energy Agency. Well, we have more than 1,500 people registered today, so welcome to you all. We hope you enjoy and also appreciate the discussions. The title of what we're doing is Transforming the Hard to Abate Pathways to Net Zero. Look at the 2 sessions in the bottom right of your screen. Session 3, that's underway at the moment. How far can technology go? And then Session 4, what can be achieved through efficiency? Your hosts today are Climate Action, working for 14 years at the intersection of policy, innovation and finance. Their mission remains to accelerate the transition towards a global green economy and achieve the aims of the Paris Agreement 6 years ago. Now, we're on a roadmap here to COP26, which is less than 6 months away now, assuming it's going to take place in Glasgow. This is the next stage of that road, designed as a platform to help organizations raise their ambitions and achievements before Glasgow this year. And this is really our last chance to keep the world on track for 1.5 degrees. It's not us saying that, it's the scientists, and it's being battered, hammered home time after time by the US climate change czar John Kerry. Nothing like the commitments needed, he keeps telling every forum which he's addressing at the moment. Who are our partners? Well, our headline partner for the Industry Transition Summit is FLSmidth. We heard from their chief executive 2 days ago, a leading provider of innovative engineering, equipment and service solutions to the global mining and cement industries. Thank you also to our other partners, Fero Labs and Hydro, our industry partner, to our strategic partner, Carbon Trust, in collaboration with the Energy Transitions Commission, and to all our institutional and media partners for their support and endorsement. Thanks very much indeed. All of this is being recorded. Sessions will be available on demand afterwards. Don't forget to give us your feedback. You can watch at any time. You can network, you can connect, obviously digitally, virtually, but you can still make friendships and new contacts that way. And please do leave your feedback at some point, good, or if you've got an observation or two, please tell us. We're always looking to improve things if we need to. And visit the virtual expo. Yes, there is an expo, even though we're all meeting virtually. How to ask questions, and questions are not just from me, but they're also for our guests from you as well. Go to the live discussion box, click on questions, let us know your organization and to whom you are addressing it. That would help us enormously in this environment. So you can also then tweet at climate_action_, and you can also follow us by going to the hashtag #ClimateActionLive. Now let's move on to the first session of the day. What's coming up? We'll hear a call to action from our industry partner, Fero Labs. Then we'll lead into the Climate Leaders Live, a China in Focus. We hope to have two guests live from Beijing talking about decarbonization, which is happening in China. What status has that got? What progress is being making? Policy innovation and investment, the key to unlock industrial decarbonization in China. Part two, spotlight decarbonizing the Chinese cement sector in particular. And that's followed by a panel discussion looking at how to align innovation with a net zero heavy industry future. And we conclude session three, that's this morning, Europe time, with a Climate Leaders Live interview looking at the cement industry globally with experts Karen Scrivener and Eric Trevich. We'll then take a break until 1400 British summer time, until session four, where we focus on what can be achieved through efficiency. Where are the efficiencies already being shown to be being achieved? But let's move to the first session of the day. Here's the CEO of Fero Labs on the critical role of AI for industrial decarbonization.
Hello, my name is Berk Durand, and I'm the CEO of Fero Labs, an industrial process optimization software company. We're very excited to be sponsoring the Climate Action Conference. Our core mission is to help industrial organizations improve their production efficiency, reduce their carbon footprint, while simultaneously increasing their profitability. We do this through a software-based approach that is driven by explainable machine learning. Now, there are probably very few technologies that are as overhyped as machine learning or AI is today. These are frequently positioned as some kind of black magic that will solve all of humanity's problems. The reality is that these expectations are way overblown. These techniques are essentially advanced statistics that are better at extracting complex patterns from large data sets. That said, machine learning can help with many of the challenges that we are facing, particularly as it relates to sustainability. However, this is possible only if the right techniques are used by the right people and on the right use cases. Operating a factory is a very challenging task. Engineers and plant managers need to manage many, often competing objectives, such as making sure that the product quality is within spec, while throughput and yield are kept high and operating costs are minimized. Adding sustainability goals make this an even more complex, almost intractable optimization. At Fero, we believe that machine learning can play a crucial role by helping engineers reduce variable costs while achieving CO2 reduction. This can be done using the infrastructure and assets that are already present and can lead to millions of dollars in savings with a very quick ROI measured in months. If you'd like to hear more about this, please join us at the panel called Making the Most Out of Efficiency this afternoon.
Bert Baran, the CEO of Fero Labs. Thanks for that.